So welcome again. Today is NSC share trading. It's a recorded version, and I want us to see how you can apply for Kenya Pipeline IPO. It's coming soon, sooner than we thought. But everything will be digital, so you don't need to worry. I'll do live training once it is announced for the whole period that it will be done. I believe 2 or 3 weeks or a month. I'll be doing training, and all videos will be available on my YouTube channel. So today I want us to see Kenya Pipeline IPO, what they did in 2024 in terms of financials, and whether it's a profitable IPO. Remember, you are committing money. It's your money you are committing, and you need to get returns. So today is IPO explained and what to expect. And my name is Peter Chega. That's my WhatsApp number, 0723-384-775. My channel is My Wealth Guide KE. That's how I post everything. So now, based on full year 2024 audited results, that's what you base our analysis on Kenya Pipeline, so that you know whether it's profitable, and whether you start to make any money at the end of it. It all depends on how the company performs in the financial year. So Kenya government, first of all, plans to sell 65% of Kenya Pipeline Kenya Pipeline Company shares to the public through IPO, just like what they did with Safaricom. They list the shares at NSC, where now you'll be trading. So the government will retain 35%. That's what will be the shareholding of the government. And that can tell you the public now have an upper hand on Kenya Pipeline Company, because now public owns more than the government, though still politics will be there. So for the first time, just an ordinary Kenya may be part of the strategic national asset. So when you buy shares, you become a shareholder. I've done all those videos on this channel and also blog. You become a shareholder. You own part of that company, but there are two types of shareholding. There is majority shareholders who have more shares. The government is a majority shareholder because it has 35. Within now, the people who will apply IPO, there are those who will also have a higher number of shares. They also become majority shareholders. The rest of us will become minority shareholders. While we have direct say to the company, you can't just walk to Kenya Pipeline and tell management this is what you want to be done. You have rights that are limited to you as a minority shareholder. You can appear to AGM, get dividends, as and when they declare, and also voting. And when you appear for those AGMs, they usually give goodies. So this presentation will break down Kenya Pipeline using real financial numbers that were reported in 2024, so that we know whether it is profitable. So what is, first of all, what does Kenya Pipeline do? It is the backbone of fuel. So it transports petrol, diesel, jet fuel, and kerosene. These are fuel that is used on daily basis. Petrol vehicles are using diesel. Public vehicles, lorries, and also generators. Jet fuel, we have jets flying all over. And also kerosene for those who cook with kerosene. And the route that the pipeline passes is from Mombasa, port of Mombasa, to Nairobi, to Nakuru, Eldoret, to Kisumu. So it is supplies through all those routes. And it is the one that supplies airports, fuel stations, and also key industries. So you can tell where they get money from selling this fuel that is supplying the fuel. So if Kenya Pipeline was to stop today, or it was walled down, then the economy would feel it immediately, because it have the monopoly. in terms of fuel circulation. You have seen when there is a shortage of fuel, what happens? Movement of vehicles becomes hard. So these are companies that government would want to keep on studying. So why this IPO matters? One, it is a strategic national asset. Number two, consistent fuel demand. I think it's not just in Kenya, even outside Kenya, you have seen that demand. And some of countries depend on Kenya pipeline, like Uganda, which is a landlocked country. They rely on Kenya pipeline to get this fuel. It's already profitable, as you see. It's already paying government dividend in 2024. It paid and expected to be the largest IPO on NSE. I don't think government would want to feed with this IPO. So is KPC profitable? As I've said before committing money, you want to apply on a company that gives you profits. Where do these profits come? It is the profit these companies make. Like for year 2024 full year, Kenya Pipeline before tax was 10 billion. After tax was around 6.4 billion. So you can tell this is a company that is making good profit, 6.4. And this is a real operating business making real profit. It's not surviving on government bailouts or subsidies. In terms of financial stability, as I've said, once you check profit and loss statement, the next thing you usually check is balance sheet. It's very important. You check where your shareholder equity will lie on. It should lie together with liabilities. That is, total assets should be equal to total liability plus total shareholder equity. If you look at balance sheet for year 2024 for Kenya Pipeline, assets were 120.7 billion. Liabilities at 1.6 billion. Shareholder equity was 89 billion. What does that mean? If this company was to weigh down, its asset alone is able to pay liabilities, what they owe, plus the shareholders. And as you can see, it's way high, so it protects shareholders. So there's a strong protection to shareholders. Then the next statement you check is cash flow position. Make sure the cash is generated from its operations. And for Kenya Pipeline, 14.26 billion. So what was generated from its operations. Then after tax and finance costs, it went down to 10.4 billion. This is not the profit, this is the cash, the actual cash. And after you deduct all the payments, including liabilities which have been paid in cash and loans, then you find, and also dividend, you find it has cash and cash equivalent of 6.5 billion. This is more than any company would hold. It's the actual cash this company holds and which can be used to pay dividends. So that means in year 2025, there will be a carry forward of 6.5 billion from previous year. So KPC funds its operation, salaries and expansion without relying on new borrowing because they already have cash. The next thing you check is debt level. How much do they owe? From 2023 to 2024, the debt reduced from 6.7 to 2.45. Much of it, around 4.3, was paid out of free cash flow. So that tells you this company that is servicing its debts. And a decline in debts means future profits, which will now be available for dividends. Remember, you're investing to make money. The next thing you check is dividend. It's already confirmed from year 2024 financials. You can check on their website. They have posted year 2023. They never gave dividend. It's not included. In year 2024, if you go to cash flow statement, they paid government 7 billion in dividend. 7 billion dividend. That's not small amount. If in 2025 they declare same dividend, it means the public will get 65% of these. Government retains the 35%. So by that time, because government owned KPC fully, they got a full dividend of 7 billion. So after IPO, Treasury will still receive dividend for the remaining stake of 35%. Public will receive dividend for the 65%. Hopefully by that time now the company makes money. And that begs the question, why is government selling this portion? It's not for investment, it's not for expansion, it's government to be able to service its public debts. So whatever money they raise, most of it will go to clearing public debts because they are selling their shareholding. You give them money in exchange of shares. As with other government entities, KPC financial year ends in June. That's when most of finance accounting will be done. Then between October to December, that time they will declare dividend if the company makes profit. So you can always check between October, November, December when they are releasing the results as a shareholder to see whether you qualify for any dividend. If you're not a shareholder, you can still buy. Remember when they released at NSE after IPO, your shares will be available for trading. So then how do investors make money? Dividends. Very important, and I've said this over and over again. The most common way and easiest is dividend because you're not selling your shares. Company makes profit, that profit is shared with the shareholders. Like I've said, next year if they declare dividend, the public will get 65, government gets 35 without you selling the shares. However, the second way is where you sell the shares, and this comes with capital gains, where you bought at IPO maybe at a lower price goes up, you sell at a high price. So that difference between high price you're selling at and IPO price is what is profit. And good companies will always reward its investors. If you panic, you might sell at a lower price. So what do you expect after listing? One, price may rise sharply depending on demand after IPO. That time you can decide to sell if you want to sell. Or price may fall if there is no demand. Again, don't panic. This has happened with Safaricom. It went all the way to 2 bob from 5 shillings. Then went up 10, 20, 40. Were it not for this sale of government shareholding, Safaricom would be competing with Kina Equity and KCB. So don't panic when price goes down. It always recorrects. And price may swing for some week. It goes up, down, it goes up. If you're a trader, that time you can do, but I would highly discourage. It's a normal IPO behavior after listing. But long-term fundamentals matters more than first day price movement. So don't panic on the first days because you still have dividends which will be coming. So real risks to consider, one of them, pipeline maintenance and repair costs. They may eat into profits. Then exchange rate fluctuations, because that now will affect the earnings. Continued government influence, even if it has at 5%, it will still have influence. Then global energy transition, which may reduce fuel demand over time. And despite these all risks, you can see it's making profit. So we come to IPO application process. It will be fully digital. I'll train you on how to apply. Even if you're not with the broker I work with, I said this channel is not affiliated with any broker. All you need is a CDSE account. Most of brokers these days are digital. AIB Access is digital. Just go to Play Store, download, or App Store, download AIB DigiTrader, click open new trading account, submit your application. However, there are those applications that will be allowed through broker. Let's say you have shares in NSE, you want to sell and you apply in the IPO. You can sell the shares, request broker to pay you, you apply directly and pay directly. You are done with. The other option is you sell, broker will credit your account with cash. Then when you're applying, you select, there will be option for broker to pay on your behalf, depending on how it has been set in the system. Mostly it's the agent, or they give it a name. I'll take you through. Once you select that, you don't need to pay. The broker will be sent to that list. They will debit your account and pay. If you are not able to debit, then your application fails. So make sure if you select that option, you have money with the broker. If you select direct, you make sure you pay. It's always good you pay upfront. Don't wait for the last minute. And this IPO may likely be oversubscribed. So don't be shocked if you don't get full allocation. Whatever you get is enough. The rest you get refunds back. Once you get your refund, you are free to deposit back and even buy more shares. And please wait for prospectus. Prospectus will have the price, because I know now people start asking what price will IPO come with. It will come after prospectus is out. It's only that I did this video. I always say I work with a stockbroker. I'm in the market. So this information, I already have it. In terms of prospectus, it will be released soon. I've said everything is digital, so you don't need to worry. And early applicants who hold long term often benefit most. That is the people who get in during IPO. It's not the people who do the applications first. No, all the people who come through IPO benefit the most. Ask those who bought Safaricom and they never sold. They bought it 5 shillings. There are those who bought when price went down at 2 shillings. They are how many times richer? Some are 6 times. Some are 15 times richer. And they should not be in a hurry to sell. Hold on to shares. So who should consider applying this IPO? One, long-term investors because of dividend and also price growth. This is a strong company. Dividend-focused investors, it has paid government, and I hope it didn't pay so that it's there in records for the IPO. And people who are looking for retirement and pension planning. And also first-time stable investors. However, it's not suitable for short-term traders. Price after IPO is not guaranteed. Or investors looking to flip shares within days. If you are looking to sell early, please go to I would advise go to money market fund where you won't lose all other shares, but not Kenya Pipeline IPO. So final verdict, it's profitable, asset rich, cash generating, reducing debts, started paying dividend to government, so expect it to pay to shareholders, the 65%. Strategic, essential to Kenya. If it shuts down, economy shuts down. And if this IPO is fairly priced, and fairly priced means government is not greedy. They give you a very good price. It could be one of the strongest IPOs in NSE history. If it comes below 10 bob, just go for it. Just go for it. You have nothing to lose. It's money you're making. And I'll be doing live training, as I've said, on application process. Hopefully next week, if they don't release the system, I'll still do live training because I want to resume. And detailed notes are on my blog. Link is in the description of the video. And my Wealth Guide KE is now available on Discord, WhatsApp, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, X, and I'm coming even in other social media. And I'll be going live soon on TikTok, so always look out. You can follow that account. Also on YouTube, subscribe because I'll also be coming live, and Facebook, Instagram, all platforms that are out want to go live. I'll start going live. I always say education first, make decisions second, then profit will fall patiently. You just wait for the profits. And me, I don't gain with anything. I've said all trainings are free. I don't charge. I even advise people, you are free to reach out on my number. It is there, 0723384775 on WhatsApp. I don't charge. I don't charge. I don't intend to charge. I will never charge. This information should be free for you. It's you to make decision whether you want to follow the channel, join on the social media where you are fully protected. Ask any question. I'm always more than happy to assist. And remember, you can always support free education. And the reason why I did this, there is I'm making good friends in these trainings. They're asking me, how do you benefit through these trainings? I've said I don't charge, and I will not charge, and I'll never charge. PDF trainings like this one, for this training, I'm uploading shortly on my blog. I'll share that link for free. You want to print, it's for you to do. If you want to use them to train other people, as long as you are doing the right thing. Let's support those who don't have information. I don't think I can charge, because if I charge and I get 1,000, and if I don't charge, I get 10,000, I better go for these 10,000 and I help them. Rather than take this 1,000, yes, it can give me money. Most people charge around, is it 4,000 or 5,000, another 7,000, another 10,000. Then if I get 1,000, I have 10 million. I even need to train again. But then, this information will not reach to the people who are not able to get these trainings. That's why my trainings are free. And I told that person, going forward, if anyone wants support, I can support on M-Pesa or Poch. It's much available to bring the name Peter. Any amount, and it is optional. It's optional. So with that, I would like to say thank you. Let's meet in the next one. I'm doing a video next on why you don't need to sell when you have profit in your shares. I know people are tempted when you go to your portfolio evaluation and you see it is green. You want to sell and get profit. You may end up losing more. We forget profits are short-term, dividends are long-term. I'll do that video and tell you how you need to just do simple mathematics and just ask yourself, is it the right time to sell? Or how long would it take for these dividends I'm receiving to repay me these amounts I'm targeting here as a profit? And it is shares you can sell later, and shares never get lost. They are never taken to unclaimed assets. You saw an article where it said shares were taken to unclaimed assets. It's not shares, it is dividends. And that's why you need to make sure your account is fully activated, and have the right details in terms of dividend payment, so that CDS and registrars are able to pay you without taking that money to unclaimed assets. But even if they are taken there, as long as you can prove ownership of those shares and unclaimed assets, they are more than happy to help you. It is the easiest process you can go through, as long as you can prove ownership. Remember, for them, they don't know you. You have just been sent details by CDSA and registrars. You only need to go with your ID physically if you can. Go to the offices, present yourself. And if you have any financial assets that have been taken for unclaimed assets, reach out on my WhatsApp 0723384775. I will connect you with somebody who works with unclaimed assets. And if you know somebody who is hustling, you are taken to the broker takes you to registrar takes you back to CDSE. If there is somebody who is struggling to get back any asset that have been taken to unclaimed assets, that is UFA, I'm more than happy to assist. Share my number with them. I'll share the contact of the person on unclaimed assets. And if you are watching this video and you have other services you can help Kenyans, I'm more than happy to also relay these out for free. I said, I don't charge, will not charge, will never charge. God will bless me in other ways. Let's meet in the next one. Thank you.